Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden. I purchased this bowl and decided to plant it up with this lettuce mix that I got also. And so I did this about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And so I want to show you what I did and what was the result. Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden. This morning I'm going to put together this salad bowl. I'm going to use these burpee seeds, and this is something new. It's a seed disc lettuce mix, and it's from Simple Solutions by Burpee. And I'm going to place and cover water, perfect for containers. So I went to a store and purchased this container, and I thought it would be great for the lettuce. And I'm going to plant these seeds. I also have this potting mix, a Vigoro potting mix. And on the back it says here, sow seeds disc, two 12-inch discs. Place discs on top of soil in a container. Cover disc with 1/4 of soil and water thoroughly. Less work, great results. So that's what I'm looking for. And it's in full sun for 6 hours. So I'm going to leave it right here on the deck. And a depth of 1/4 container friendly, one disc, 12 to 16-inch containers. And I should have fresh, crisp lettuce. It's easy to grow right at your fingertips. And then it says lettuce, Little Caesar, 70 days, a gourmet romaine with small, compact heads and crispy texture. Then we have lettuce, red salad bowl, 55 days, long-standing with an extended harvest window. And then lettuce salad bowl, 45 days, large, medium green leaves, are crisp with excellent flavor. So we're going to try this out and see. It says from 45 to 70 days to harvest. And I can also harvest these as small leafy greens as well. And I'm just looking forward to this for this summer, to end out the summer with some fresh lettuce. Plus I love this bowl, and I think it will be perfect for harvesting. And it's right here. It's convenient. It's on the deck, so all I have to do to get a fresh salad is to walk out and cut some leaves. And then also I have the tomatoes coming in the garden, and that way I can have a fresh salad. So let me put this together. I think that this bowl is the perfect size to place on the deck on the table, and that it will get plenty of sun. So the first thing I'm going to do is fill the bowl with potting soil. I bought the Vigoro potting soil mix, and I'm going to put it into the bowl, and then we're going to begin the whole process. Now this mix is kind of very moist, so I don't think that it's going to be necessary to water the mix first before I plant the seeds, because it seems like it's really moist and crumbly. Because there are some large chunks of dirt here, I'm going to just take the time to smooth it out and to remove those large chunks. And then I also see some large pieces of stick and other things in the mix. So I'm going to just play with it a little bit and remove those large chunks out of the bowl. make sure that the soil is ready for planting so that it can receive the seeds and that the seeds have a fighting chance of germinating. Plus, it's fun to play in the dirt. I really enjoy this process. Now here is the seed pack, and it's the burpee lettuce seed mix, and it's shaped into the seed disc, which I find to be very interesting, and it does make it easy to handle the seeds. I'm going to take it out, and I took off my gloves because it will be easier to handle the discs without the gloves on. In it there are 2 discs. I'm only going to use 1 disc. I think that will be enough for this bowl. I'm placing it on the soil, patting it down, and it tells you in the instructions, number 1, what you're supposed to do first and what you're supposed to do second. The second thing you need to do is to cover the disc with soil. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to just spread the dirt around on the disc. I'm trying not to put a large layer, which is kind of difficult because, as I said, the soil is a little chunky. But it says cover disc with 1/4 inch of soil. And so I'm trying to do it as lightly as possible so that all of the disc is covered. And then I'm going to have to go back over it and smooth it out to remove some of these large chunks in the soil. I had to put back on my gloves because it's really, really moist, and I'm not sure about the soil. Anyway, I love playing in the dirt. It's fun. I'm finding some pieces of things in it, so that's why I'm taking the time to make sure that any large chunks are not on top of the disc. Well, the last instruction is to water thoroughly. And so that's what I'm going to do. So first, I place the disc on top of the soil in the container. I cover the disc with 1/4 inch of soil, and now I'm going to water thoroughly. I don't have to water that much because, as I said, the soil is very moist, so I don't want it to be soggy, but I do want it to be damp. And you know what? It is raining out here, or at least drizzling, and it's really great for the plants. And look at my salad bowl, it's doing pretty good. Yeah. They are starting to want to grow. They have the lettuce leaves, they have their second leaves, and actually their third leaves are coming up. So that is a really good sign. I will have lettuce in this bowl. I also was feeling very generous with my seeds, so I planted in here a few beet seeds and even some carrot seeds. I don't know, I'm thinking of a succession of plantings that when the lettuce are finished, then the carrots and the beets can come in and fill this bowl. Now, it might not be deep enough, but maybe deep enough to provide or produce some carrots or something, and I can overwinter them even in this bowl. And I was meditating on this verse which says this: it is possible to give away and become richer. It is also possible to hold on too tightly and lose everything. Yes, the liberal man shall be rich. By watering others, he waters himself. Proverbs 11:24 through 25, TLB. And then I was thinking about this, that sometimes we hold back because of the fear of lack or not enough. And when we hold back, then we end up losing our blessings. Did you see this, what I put together here? Yeah, I planted in here liberally some cucumber seeds, but I also sprinkled in there some carrot seeds that I had left back. Instead of holding back, I decided to let go, to release them. And here's the other one. So if you didn't see this, yeah, I put this together here. And I finally decided what I'm going to do with my 2 pots. Yeah, planting out the seeds. But if I had hoarded the seeds or kept the seeds, yes, I could use them for next year. But because I was feeling liberal and generous in the garden, I decided, no, I'm going to release these seeds. Because if I release the seeds, plant them in, then I have a hope of a harvest of cucumbers coming in for this fall season, fall planting. But if I decided not to do that, to hold the seeds, to hoard the seeds, then I could miss out on that blessing. And the thing about planting the seeds, if I gain a lot of cucumbers from these 2 bowls and plantings, I can then also share them with others. I can be generous, and I can water others by giving my cucumbers to others. And I can then even water myself, knowing that I am blessed and receive more of the blessing. So in the garden, water is essential. Yes, water is essential in the garden. And I'm so glad that even the little drizzle of rain coming down will support the garden and help to keep it lush and flourishing. If the plants do not receive water, then they're going to die and shrivel up. And yes, I can try and water it as much as I can with the hose, but there is nothing like receiving water from up above, from the clouds. That water, the heavenly water, the water from the clouds, just seems to keep the plants looking plush and just beautiful. And this summer, we've received a lot of rain. Even within the springtime, it rained a lot, and that is why the flowers have been looking so good in my garden. I've really enjoyed the gardening, and my water bill has been very low because of the generosity of water. And therefore, my garden is giving back to me this blessing of flowers and bounty. Liberality leads to prosperity. Let me say that again. Liberality leads to prosperity. I've been in the singing mood for the last couple of days, so just bear with me. I have something to show you. Look at this. Do you see that? Yeah, the pumpkin is growing, and look at those beautiful flowers. Yes. I shall have pumpkin. Amen.